Combos Wrestling Edition. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you guys all up in the house. Are we live?
We're live, baby. We're live.
Can you hear me?
What's up, y'all?
I can hear myself.
Can you hear us?
I can hear myself. You know we had audio issues. You know this.
And you know this, man.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we are live and in living color.
In living color, you
can do what you want to do. Oh, in living color.
Just taking that way back, y'all.
In living color. Oh, yeah, y'all may not
you
know
a
that.
fly girl? What you doing? J-Lo?
Maybe. Don't hate because you ain't. Like these haters all up in here. Let me say hi to the people. What's going on to the most must-see wrestling review and live reaction audience? And all of you too. Welcome to A&B Combos
Wrestling Edition.
But you already knew that because you here. And who else is here? As always, we want to give a shout right out the gate to the Mod Squad. Laid on the people.
Come on, Mod Squad. Let me give you a shout out.
Laid on the people.
Jaden Winchester.
We acknowledge.
Yes, Mod Squad. Wise Man, Jedi Knight 88.
What up, Wise Man?
Yes, we acknowledge you, boo. We got, let me see what other mods are in the house. I saw one more. Sophie Dophie is in the house. OG triple OG. Those are the mods that I see for right now. You know I want to give the members a shout out too. So let me give the members a shout out. We got Nico Thompson
What up, Nico?
In the house.
Good to see you, Nico.
Darcy Chatham.
What up, Dulcie? Good to see you in here, buddy.
We got Three Kings.
Three Kings. What's going down?
We have a new member, Wesley Franklin. Welcome to the family, fam.
Always a pleasure, Wesley.
You was family anyway, boo, but we appreciate your support.
Always a pleasure.
We got J.R. Dugan.
What up, J.R.?
Yes. Let me see. Do we have any other members up in here? Nico Thompson.
What up there? We got that. Yes, indeed.
And let me just say hello to a family member who is up in the house. Just Alex of Alex's World. Yes.
Okay. Right there. This is a great white in this space. Okay. We the guppies, you know, we trying to come up a little bit. You know what I mean? Alex been in this game for a minute. Took us up under the wing a little bit. It's like, let me tell y'all something. Y'all a little wet behind the ears. Breath smelling like Similac. I'm going to take a little mercy on you. Thank you very much, Just Alex. You are most certainly a friend and fam to us. This is a good way to segue into letting everybody know that we will be doing, once again, a collab with your boy, Just Alex, on his channel. Announcement to be made soon for WrestleMania predictions.
I love collabing with Just Alex. I could talk to you forever about our predictions.
The man is a wealth of knowledge.
It's great.
And I got some things to say because for the first time in a long time, I'm excited about WrestleMania.
Yeah. And he often can sway me a little bit, actually. I'll be like, oh, that's a really good point. And often we're on the same page. So we'll see, you know.
True enough. Let me go ahead and give a shout to the first person in line. You know him, you love him. We already acknowledged him. The Three Kings. I see you. You get that honorable mention for being first in line.
That's a member right there, boo.
What can I say except
you're welcome.
Okay, let me tell you something. Only a final boss.
Only a final boss.
Can drop scorched earth gospel by singing Moana. You understand what I'm saying? Just think about that. My man sung a cartoon song and the crowd was like, oh damn! He went Moana water. No, he did not. He went Maui. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody else do that. So that's just reality right there. What up, Aaron Drew? Big love
What
to
up,
you.
Aaron Drew?
We appreciate you. 6 Maxwell 99. I don't think I've seen that name in here before.
Welcome. He didn't like the rock segment at all.
I would like to talk about that with you. What are we back in the 90s again?
What's wrong with that? We 90s era all up in here, boo. Don't hate
We
on the
gonna talk
90s.
about that. We gonna talk about that.
Yeah, but we appreciate you. Right to your opinion.
What up, JR Dugan, Fareed, Saheed, the Teflon Don. Good evening, Teflon.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening to the Don. It's good to have you
Good
in
evening,
here.
Don.
What up, Zay? Yeet.
What up, Zay?
All right, I'm all about the yeet on this one.
All about the yeet.
Yeah, I can't wait either, just Alex, because I'm going to be dropping some things on here. Yeah, I'm going to dropping some things. I want to talk about it. I I like it. You said, sorry, kiddos. The kiddie pool is closed. You swimming with the sharks now. Okay? These people are stopping with the big dogs. Arr, arr, arr. Miss Titus O'Neil. Y'all already know. Let me give a few more shouts to my baby sister. I don't know if she's in here or not. She is 3 hours ahead. If you are, love you.
Late out
Thank
there.
you for supporting like you always do.
Love you, sis.
Mwah. Thank you very much for being in here. If you are, yeah, I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. I say it every time.
Every time.
Okay, Ricky Joe, what up, Ricky Joe? That looks like Bautista. Interesting. Christian Thomas.
Hey,
Legit
Christian
BR.
Thomas.
What up, Zay? Yes, indeed. You're going to get that right there. I know we mentioned it earlier. Wesley Franklin. We got somebody, Wesley Franklin. I do apologize, but she wants to give.
Come here. You want to say hello?
She wants to come up in here. Come here, good
Come
girl.
Here.
Come on, good girl. For those that don't know, now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Is no more. This right here is our channel mascot who deserves the proper introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, please feast your eyes upon the Shih Tzu Terrier of Terror. Weighing in at 16 1/4 pounds, you know her, you love her, the one, the only Bone Crusher! Channel mascot. Ooh. She's a Shih Tzu Terrier. She's just a little 5-year-old ball of fluff that right now is all about the snacks. She's looking at me, give me that side eye. You know, you have a little dog that does that.
Because he spoils her.
You know, so she's done. The kitchen is closed. Okay, but I love you. This is our.
Look how she looking at you.
Shih Tzu Terrier mascot. Yeah. Lizzo's Titty Fat. Okay, that's a heck of a name. That is a heck of a name. Wow. But thank you for being here. I had to do it because first time I seen you in here, so everybody gonna get that acknowledgement. All right, that's all I got to say. Right here. Right there. Welcome to the show.
We're just gonna call you Lizzo for short. Did you say hi to Payushi Latte?
I'm not down there yet, I don't think.
I
missed it. Payush. Yes, I am.
Payush?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much for being here. Sophie Dofi got the first super chat of the night. Starting off right. Circle, message to you. Your thoughts on Shayna working a GCW event during WrestleMania week. I mean, okay, is she on the Mania card?
I was gonna say I don't remember seeing her.
You know what I mean? Is she on the Mania card? I don't really.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta get your hustle.
You gotta diversify your portfolio. I mean,
you gotta diversify your portfolio.
I don't have an issue with it because, quite frankly, it's WrestleMania week. You got 2 nights of WrestleMania, and if you're not anywhere on the card, what you finna do? It is
what it is. Twiddle your thumbs.
You know what I mean? So I'm not mad at it. I kind of wish I was there for it now to see it, but I'm all right with it. Sophie Dofi, I appreciate that first super chat of the night. Second one coming in hot. Circle, message to you. What are the chances of Owen Hart going into the WWE Hall of Fame at some point with Triple H in charge and Nice and Living Color reference? Yeah. I don't know. That's never say never in the WWE.
For sure.
It should have. Look, if there's anybody that deserves to go into the WWE Hall of Fame, it should be somebody that literally gave their life for the company. I cannot say that enough.
Yeah. There's not too
Okay,
many
he
people
had
who
a
died in the ring.
but here's the thing, he died wearing a ridiculous outfit. Okay, it wasn't like he was Owen Hart. All right, he had some blue cape, a blue. He died wearing nonsense.
Being a company man.
Being a company WWE man.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying it absolutely should happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little scandalous that Tony Khan kind of absconded with the whole Owen Hart classic, if you will, but somebody had to do it. So if he doesn't get into the WWE Hall of Fame, I think that's a damn shame. That's how I feel about it. And I rhymed that on purpose.
Alex said Triple H actually wants to put him in, but Owen's wife won't allow it. She is still mad at how he passed away.
How could you not be?
How could you not be?
But see, here's the thing. In professional wrestling, at least in the WWE, under McMahon's banner, the show must go on. So you literally had a man die in the ring. Now, granted, at the moment, everybody that witnessed it, it looked pretty bad. But you don't know the extent of it. All right? Remember Draws, this guy his gimmick was he would puke on his opponents. Ugh. Paralyzed. Now, he just recently passed. Paralyzed from the neck down. He didn't die, but it was not good. So I can't blame him for being mad. I can't blame him for maybe how things went. Maybe the show should have been. I don't know. It could be a whole lot of he said, she said. I'm hoping that they can mend fences because nobody was also closer to him than Bret. The Hart Foundation was a very tightly knit family. Bret Hart was pissed. And they screwed him. Like, he just couldn't catch a break in the WWE. He spit on McMahon. He knocked McMahon out backstage. And yet, he came back.
Right.
Him and Shawn Michaels, the worst of enemies, they made up. Hulk Hogan, erased from all of WWE, dude. I was in the Hall of Fame, Jack. I built WWF on this back with the largest arms in the world, dude. And it's like, I never existed. Brought him back. CM Punk. I can go on and on and on. So I'm hoping that at some point there could be mending of fences with his family. That would be nice. Roman Squad, what up, Roman Squad? Good to see you in here. Hassan Terrell, thank you so much for joining us. Emily Lyons Bristow,
Hey.
what up, Emily?
Hey.
I see that. And happy St. Patrick's Day to ya.
And happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Does anyone miss a little leprechaun known as Seamus?
I miss Seamus.
Do you see his shillelagh?
When is he coming back?
I don't know, man. Brandon, autistic, can't read or write. Please ignore this. Good to see you in here.
Hey, Brandon.
Good to see you in here. So here's the deal. Top Dollar was backstage in Monday Night Raw, according to Fightful. Well, I mean, is he top dollar or top flopper? That's what I want to know, because let's just keep it real. Only thing I see is him doing that belly flop over the top rope. And he went out kind of like Bronson Reed went out. Like, he didn't go out quietly like, I want to thank everybody. He was like, man, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm out. So I don't know. Our Super Chat champion of the world.
Hey,
Three Diglets
in the house.
Good to see you in here.
What up?
And forgive me, my voice is, we did get results for those that kind of know my voice got eroded. It's a long story. I'm on the road to recovery. It took several months before my voice gets back to normal. We have seen some improvement. some modicum of improvement, but it's still not quite there. So certain
Try to woo.
Woo!
Oh, look at you.
It's a little better.
That's
See,
better.
I couldn't even do that.
You couldn't do it at all. So there you go.
Herschel Wooten, thank you so much for joining us. That's a new one. Thank you very, very much for being in here. The Emancipator
Yes,
TJ.
welcome.
Samantha Poole, what's going on,
Hey.
Samantha?
Hey, Samantha. Hey,
Good
TJ.
to see you in here as well. So we have a couple of topics that we want to talk about. Rideshare Warrior, what up?
Hey,
a couple
Rideshare
topics.
Warrior.
In the world of professional wrestling.
Wrestling.
Right?
Yep.
So this is our Saturday Night's live event. It's a take on Saturday Night's main event from WWE. Usually we do it on Saturday if we can. A lot of times we do it on Sunday because Saturday we're still editing.
So our Saturday night, Sunday show.
The Saturday Night Sunday show. So some of the topics some people have been talking about right now, the main topic is your boy, The Rock. So here's the question at hand. As you can see, is there a double standard? Is there a double standard with The Rock being able to use some, well, let's say some colorful language? Coming on social media, just scorched earth. I like saying that. Scorched earth. Week after week after week. He comes out here and just torches Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, does it in the ring. This week, he brought back not only Hollywood Rock, but the Rock concert. If we had this version of Hollywood Rock back then, I would have liked him a whole lot more. I hated Hollywood Rock. Not because I didn't like The Rock. I just didn't like that version of him. That character was wishy-washy and kind of wimpy. I hated him. I hated him. I hated him. I hated it. Like I hated certain belts. This Hollywood Rock is awesome. So my man, he wears glasses now. You know, people of a certain age, it happens. You know. He comes out. The crowd cheers.
Cheers for the heel.
Cheers. Like Memphis forgot what's been going on the last few weeks. Then he tilts his head. Boom, Hollywood Rock music hits. Crowd changes. Sea of boos. Then he's like, there you go. Makes his way to the ring, does his thing. My man is wearing glasses, but doesn't go in on the crowd because it's Memphis, where The Rock started. Flex Cavana. This place is special, so he gave Memphis a pass. So he said, we're going to have a little bit of fun. And he brought out a couple of folks to assist him with a little bluesy rendition of a Rock concert. In glasses, no boss wears glasses, final boss. I've never seen a glasses wearing boss in a video game. But that's okay. Sings a song, rips them, brought in Moana. Still cussed in there, not a whole lot.
Actually, Maui,
Still
not
cussed.
Moana.
It's you know what I'm talking about.
Hey, Ravishing.
And word on the street is.
On the street? Sesame Street?
Word on the street. That could be. Maybe the SNL version of Sesame Street. Do you remember that when he played the Grouch? Y'all didn't see the Grouch on SNL? You got to check it out. It's friggin' hilarious. But word on the street is maybe this is double standard because he's The Rock, because he's on the board, that he can get away with these things. He can do these things and can't nobody else do it.
Is that the only thing they're talking about? Is just the profanity?
Well, basically, what
are the crybabies crying about exactly? Give me the cry of the crybabies. Let me hear it. Just Alex, do we know the whole cry of the crybabies, or is it just about some darn profanity?
Hold on, Attitude Era. Exactly. You don't see cuss words to cut good promos, but they do enhance them when used correctly. Yeah, look, we're generally speaking not cussing folk. And if Steven's in here, we don't cuss at all. God bless you.
Wow.
But every once in a while, depending on your audience, you got to know your audience. But every once in a while, it'll be used to stress a point, especially coming from people that don't typically do it. Like, we've worked very, very hard to cultivate what we like to call a family show here. Y'all can say and do what you want in the chat. We generally like to keep it kind of, civil. But if you hear me cuss, I'm dead serious. Like, I'm making a point right now that I need you to hear me on. All right? And I'm going to use some language that everyone in here can easily understand. Mother.
But The Rock does cuss. He's just a cussing person. I just feel like he's just being himself. He cusses. He just cusses.
But my thing is, I'm fine with it because here's the deal. Here's the deal. Everybody talks about the eras, the golden era, attitude era, reality era, PG era, all the eras. Mm-hmm. Every era has its good and its bad points. Mm-hmm. All right. There was no just absolutely 100% everything fire. The attitude era has some things that were way over the line. Way over the line. Okay. We should never see the cat's tatas. And yet we did. That happened. Okay. So I can understand the argument. My point is, and I'll keep it brief, I want to get to you and I want to get to the folks in here. My point with the attitude era, the reason why it was so good, because every single person, hear me out, every single person on that roster, everybody, it's like with I say with the Summer Olympics, I've said this before, the rowing competition. If you ever watch the rowing competition, everybody in that boat needs to row at the exact same speed, the same strength, at the same time in order to move this boat across the finish line, right? Everybody's goal was to move the WWE across the finish line. They were in the Monday Night Wars. It was live or die. Things weren't scripted like they are. You had a little more freedom. But the point is, everybody was vying for a spot. Like, look, we got to go out here and we got to give them a show they've never seen before. Basically, every week was almost like a pay-per-view. That's why I like pay-per-views. You see something on a pay-per-view or PLE that you don't see on normal television. And during that era, you saw stuff that you would not see on normal television. And it worked. Candice LeRae went in on Maxine Dupree. I like the fact that they used a real life situation, not the brother thing, but I'm talking about like what happened with her being booed. Now, again, people tend to forget. People talk about this before they go out there. We're going to have a little conversation. Finally, people are talking about Candice LeRae. Nobody was talking about her before. Mm-hmm. Nobody. The only thing we were the only ones, I think, bringing them up because we were like, why are you here? Go back to NXT. Y'all ain't doing nothing with him on Raw.
Yeah.
And then finally, she got a little dirt up under the fingers, like Booker T like to say, and people are talking about it. So my question is it a double standard? Or should people just nut up or shut up? Step up your game, son. You have social media at your fingertips. Bayley used it when she was out on injury for over a year on Twitter. The Rock clearly is all about the social media, and he immediately went to this platform. He immediately went back to Hollywood Rock. Like, he is working this. Why isn't anybody else?
Sophie Dophie, I see that you removed a message, but that message wasn't worthy of removal. So we're only removing messages if people are like cussing or getting crazy or bullying or something. We don't want to be removing messages just because. Or, I mean, I guess if someone is completely spamming
It was a spam thing.
But I don't
Actually,
know
speaking of Sophie Dopey, we do have
I
a
don't
super
think
chat
it's
right
spam.
here. Big circle
Amen.
message to you. The Rock's next movie is start to film from May to August, so he'll be missing for a few PPVs after Mania, including SummerSlam. I'm not surprised. I think we all kind of knew he was going to take a break after Mania, but he's doing his job. This is WrestleMania 40, not WrestleMania 17, not WrestleMania 23. This is a 40th anniversary of the grandest stage of them all. And another thing, talking about double standard, I've said this before, the numbers do not lie. You go onto WWE's YouTube page right now, his segments are in the millions every single week. Nobody else comes even remotely close to that. Facts. You can be big mad all you want about a guy coming back from a different era, but think about this. Somebody that can do that, pull these numbers, get the crowd going like this, get everybody talking, everybody all in their feelings, all eyes on the product, then nobody else do this.
Yeah.
Can nobody else do this? So you shouldn't be big mad about a man that's bringing more of this in here for everybody in the WWE.
Preach. Preach.
And if he's got to get a little blue to do it, put on your big girl pants, put on your big boy pants, wipe them tears away, nut up or shut up. Talk to the people.
So here's the thing. When you, let's say you do get to the final boss on a video game, don't you feel like the first couple times you try to face a final boss, you're like, they're cheating. How could they have these kind of powers and abilities? How are you supposed to be the final boss? That's not fair. They are going to have more abilities than you. They're the final boss. And the reality is that a boss in general has different privileges than the people under them. I could complain that the bosses and the CEOs of my company have privileges and rights to do stuff I can't all day, but it's their damn company. They earn that right. Get your own company. You can do what you want to do. This fool done positioned himself on the board of TKO. He is the final boss. Yes, he's going to have different privileges. He's earned them. And he's bringing more eyes to this product than have been there since the Attitude Era.
Well,
if that. Like, for real, anybody who loves professional wrestling, you can't be anything but happy that The Rock is doing what he's doing. Whether you love or hate how he's doing it isn't really relevant, because the product is relevant again. Because the most famous man in the world is blessing us with his presence, blessing us with his promos, blessing us with his songs from bringing back, paying homage to his old school, different, different personas, I guess. So, yeah, he does have more privilege than you. And the 5 minutes of fame you get, you better use them right. You better ask him to help write you a little segment so you can get out there too. Do what you got to do. Be edgy. Even if you can't curse, you can't figure out how to do something clever. I don't know. It is what it is. But if you love this business and you want this business succeed, and you have the most popular man in the world bringing eyes to it right now, like he said, what can you say except you're welcome?
Professional wrestling's all about the draw. There were people, and that's what I'm saying. It was so good week after week after week, because everybody wanted to say, how can I make myself stand out above this person? How can I make myself stand out above the crowd? What do I gotta do to get my spot? And then it just gets to a point, kind of like WWE did for a minute, where it just kind of coasted, right? It was the only promotion in town, and it just kind of coasted along. We saw the product fall off. We all rode through those lean years where it was just trash.
There was some rough times, y'all. And you know it. We would turn it on and we'd be like, oh, what is this? It was awful.
And that's why we go in like we did. I think we did it with the Bailey Dakota Kai reaction. Live now. Go watch that. But That's why we go in when we feel like you're phoning it in the ring. If you're just in here and it's looking like an exhibition bout, I'm gonna need you to stop. Somebody need to throw in a towel.
Yeah.
It's a hard stop to this match. Okay? If you cannot do your job, and your job is make us believe what we're watching is UFC, boxing. I'm not talking the brutality. I'm talking about the realism of it. That's literally your job. This is what you are trained to do. The Rock not only loves this business, grew up in this business, he left, goes to Hollywood, learns how that business works, and has brought that back over here. And again, the draw. You want to be in the top of the card because you're going to get this. That's how it is. It's not equal pay for every single wrestler on the roster. That's not how this business works. Mm-hmm. You have to put the asses in the seats. Yeah. And that's what this man has been doing.
Yeah.
And doing it well. Not to mention the fact that this whole thing shifted. Look, his promo that he did on social media where he was talking about, okay, we went out here, gave him a hug, Rock's going to test the waters. He finally gave us an explanation. The crowd was all about it, like, yes, we're finally getting it. Roman Reigns, The Rock. And then things shifted. And they adjusted accordingly because of him.
Yeah.
And now they've made him out to be the biggest heel, but this crowd don't know what to do. They don't know to boo or cheer. Mm-hmm. But I promise you, at the end of WrestleMania, the whole point of this is to turn Cody Rhodes into the biggest babyface we have seen in years. Mm-hmm. And we think he's at that level now? No. The final boss, he's calling himself now the final boss. He keeps talking about the High Chief Peter Maivia. My man has a plan. So, yeah, we're respectively bosses in our respective companies. We also have bosses above us.
The final boss.
So there are things that we can do that other people can't do.
And then there's things they could do that we can't do.
And that's just called life.
Right. It is what it is. You don't see us crying about it.
Life. You feel what I'm saying?
It is what it is, bro.
But I don't know what it is nowadays. Everybody's all up in there coddling snowflake feelings.
Hey, yeah, everybody got to get their feelings hurt about everything. Like, cry babies.
And I'm fine if the wrestling fans want to whine and cry. Now, granted, I will still whine and cry about the Undertaker streak being broken at WrestleMania. I will never be okay with that. But I ain't whining and crying about it no more. I've internalized that. But the wrestlers.
You've internalized.
The wrestlers should not whine and cry about it. You shouldn't. You know this man means you no harm.
It doesn't. And it doesn't make you look good, bro. Makes you look like a damn crybaby. And as just Alex said, they have access to social media too. You don't like it? Become a draw too. And you get to swear as much as you want to on your social media.
And let me be perfectly clear. Let me be perfectly clear. I'm talking directly to you, Seth frickin' Rollins. Okay? You are the world heavyweight champion, a multi-time champion. You're going toe-to-toe with The Rock. You're swimming with a great white shark, and you come back with diarrhea, Dwayne?
Awful. Now, midlife crisis?
Great.
Diarrhea, Dwayne? Flush that down the toilet. That was awful. Awful.
And it's like you remember that episode of Seinfeld where George is like,
the jerk store?
Yeah, he's like,
and
I gotta come up with
like,
something.
That's not it.
No, this is the line. Jerk store. This is the line. He's like, he really researched this. He was online talking to the missus. I think we got a diarrhea Dwayne. I'm gonna torch him. And we were like, what? Do you know who you're talking to? And he's just gonna take that, bro, and he's gonna burn you. Oh yeah,
we knew instantly he was gonna use it to burn you.
He's gonna burn it down. And that's what The Rock did. So step up. Do better. This is good for everybody.
Our Super Chat champion did a
I'm getting a little hot.
He is getting a little hot, so I wanted to remind him that we have.
I'm getting a little heated. I know we got the super chats in here. What's up, Ravishing Pretty Richie? Good to see you in here. But it just it burns me to my core. Now I'm a diplomatic person. I'm a little more diplomatic than she is. Okay, I think that's fair to say.
Not lately.
Okay, I think it's fair to say I've been
in general
not happy as of late, but in general, I'm a little more diplomatic. So I try to work with people and their feelings more so than I would actually like to do. But the reality of the situation is you can acknowledge feelings and to some degree respect them. But reality doesn't care about your stupid feelings. I think you've got a shirt that says, I don't care about your stupid feelings.
Mm-hmm. I think it's Bailey's shirt.
The reality is eyes are on the product once again in a way that it hasn't been in quite some time. Once again, I've got that feel of the Attitude Era. What is The Rock going to say next? Every week we tuned in because we didn't know what the heck we're going to see on Monday Night Raw or Friday Night Smackdown. It was always a trip. And that Monday Night War, that was real. WCW, Turner Network, they wanted to put WWE out of business. And they damn near did. For a year and a half, they kicked their butts in the ratings. Any other show, close up doors, like COVID. But they persevered. They had to give us something. It got to a point where Eric Bischoff would know what was going to happen on Monday Night Raw, and they would go on the air a few minutes before and have the announce team be like, okay, so Mankind is going to end up winning the championship and yada, yada, blah, blah, blah.
So don't bother tuning into it.
It would backfire, and in fact, it blew up in their face. That's how dirty they played. But that's the level that these people, they sharpen their teeth on grit and spit to provide a show unlike you would see anywhere else. And if that's what The Rock is bringing to the table, so be it.
So be it.
The PG era is over. And it's time for a little Attitude Era adjustment.
Attitude adjustment. I want to say what up to Jody Bennett as well.
What up, Jody?
Woo! Saw you up in there.
The woo's kind of coming back.
Eroy. Yeah, that's how we say your name. And the Emancipator TJ.
Yep,
acknowledge
what's
you.
Up to the Emancipator.
Did you? Okay, and Lauren.
Vermont Squad, good to see you. 3 Diglets with a super chat. Thank you, 3 Diglets. Circle message, profanity or not. The Rock would have destroyed Cody regardless. As far as The Rock being the head of this and that, no. Cody, you have a couple of minutes and a mic. Give me something gold. Spirit finger. Because these are gold. No pun intended.
All puns intended.
Cody Rhodes is excellent on the mic. There are some people that are excellent on the mic. Cody Rhodes being one of them. John Cena. That's somebody, no questions asked, can go toe-to-toe with The Rock. We've seen it. He's an extremely intelligent man. He knows how to torch anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Flat out, point blank. There are some people that just, they don't have it. They don't have it. Cody's great. I love his promos. But dude, the Rock, he's playing. Okay, we all saw Hobbs and Shaw. He's basically on the island with the other Samoans.
Yeah.
And he's like, look, this is how
this is our territory. This is my island. Yeah.
And then you come back with Diarrhea Dwayne. He's like, you're crying to your mommy and your daddy. You've got to be me. This is how The Rock is coming. This is like, man, this is like that uncle you don't heard about, but you never met before. We didn't hear stories.
But talk about the boss you love to hate. I mean, he is full blown heel right now. Now he was soft on Tennessee.
Soft.
He was soft on Memphis. But still, they were all booing Cody and Seth. They were all for heel Rock.
The man, where's the weight? Let me tell you something. The man took a weight belt out of a bag. The very same weight belt I think I saw him clanging and banging, dude, just a few hours earlier. He looked directly into the camera and he was like, Mama Rhodes.
I mean, you talking to someone's mama? That's crazy, yo.
Got a little something for you, Mama Rose. We're gonna whip your son real good like a dog. We do not condone animal violence. Blood's gonna be on this belt, Mama Rose. I'm gonna lay it in your lap, and The Rock is gonna sing you a lullaby. And the crowd was like, "Damn!" I don't know, but hey. And cheering this man. Let's be honest here. He talked about a man's mama.
I mean, honestly, though, The Rock came so hard for him, calling him a mistake, and he just gets on the microphone and starts crying. Some people will have a soft spot, and there are some places for that to happen. The WWE ring is not one of them. He's already been emotional in that ring more than once. The road to WrestleMania and facing Roman and The Rock is not the time to be a crybaby. I'm sorry. You need to grow up and put some hair on your chest. I can't with the damn tears. I really can't. Like, I'm not for a man who cries. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I'm not. Once in a blue moon, something serious.
Mm-hmm.
But that, I've already seen him cry too many times. Like, for real. Now I think you're a crybaby. It's a wrestling ring.
You got some hair in your peaches or what?
Man up.
But I love it. Now, we're going to be back here, Monday Night Raw, live watch along. How will Cody and Seth respond?
Yep.
That's my question, because he said, don't ever talk about my dog. But dag nabbit, when you had a man crying saying, I can sure enough give it to Rubio. Yeah, you didn't threaten his mama. So Cody Rhodes, American Nightmare, how do you respond to that?
Hey, Marshall.
Three Diggles, I thank you very, very much. Let's see what the people can say. You can cuss in a PG show, it just has to be limited. It has to be limited, and it has to be poignant.
Yeah.
I don't want people just cussing just because I've told it before, the issue that I have with cussing in general is that it becomes white noise for people. So it just becomes a thing that you say, you don't even realize you're saying it, and you got kids. And kids, believe it or not, they soak up everything. They may not drop it on you at that moment, but at some point, a kid's going to drop everything they heard at the most inappropriate of times.
Right.
So it's just, you've got to be able to control it and use it when it makes sense in the story. And they'll bleep it out. Drop a few S words. I'm still just like, did they say that in AEW? Dang. Okay, Mox.
Now, look, Wise Man said Cody's got to bring up Ava. Now, that is a really good idea. First of all, The Rock's mom is around, too. So he's addressed your mom. Ain't no reason not to address his mom. She'll come out and get in your face, actually. But Ava's all up in the business. She's, got a little help up into management. You're not gonna say nothing about that. You're not gonna bring up nepotism. I mean, he's got a loaded gun that you could point at him too. Use it. You know what I mean? Like, come on. He's talking about your dog. Now he's called out your mama. Are you gonna man up or what?
I mean, and again, Zay is funny. You mentioned Zion Quinn. We're not talking about Zion Quinn right now, okay? We're not going to talk about it.
Now I want to cry.
We're not going to talk about it.
They did Zion so dirty.
You got hair in your peaches or what? Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
One of my favorite movies. Yeah, we're not going to talk about what they did with Zion Quinn. Not at all.
Yeah.
Let me see. What Rock is over 400 million followers on social media. No one else has. Let me preface that again on what just Alex said.
Yeah.
Over 400 million followers on social media, and there was a time when social media was kind of getting into its fever pitch, if you will, and everybody's like, oh, I got so many followers, and I'm an influencer, and I think people have kind of taken that and made it into something else. But these are human beings that have subscribed to your content, just like you all have tuned into us, like you tuned into Just Alex. These are human beings that have tuned in to see what we, Alex, The Rock, have to say.
400 million.
As a matter of fact, the numbers don't lie. Let me refresh this.
Yeah.
Let me refresh this. All right, we're gonna go right here, like I said before.
And then we got to switch over to CEO. Speaking of bosses.
Let me refresh this. All right, on WWE's YouTube page, right now, The Rock's full segment, and that's something else I've kind of noticed, that initially The Rock segments, usually before the videos that we will react to, they get chopped up. So we react cold, so we sometimes will miss stuff until we go back and watch the full thing. The Rock segments have been like full segments.
Yeah.
They haven't been chopping them up.
Right.
No coinkydink.
Yeah.
All right. Full segment, which we reacted to, is 19 minutes and 37 seconds long. 1.8 million views.
And what's the next behind
2 days
it?
ago. All right.
What's the next largest video behind it?
The next largest video behind that, if I'm not mistaken, at this exact moment in time, it looks like it is actually Nick Aldis announces Logan Paul will face KO on the Viper. 591,000 views.
And see, and that's something else. That's the thing about, because Logan Paul, how many millions of followers does he have? How many social media followers you have matters.
But number 3,
unfortunately,
Jimmy Uso responds to Jey Uso's WrestleMania challenge, 550,000 views.
So still within the bloodline.
Still within the bloodline. Bailey, I think, is rounding up the top 4 with 376. All right, and here we go. Legado del Fantasma, who you know I love. They got a backstage segment over here, 31,000.
Yeah, nobody's in the ballpark with The Rock. He is the final boss.
So it just is what it is.
Logan has 100 million social media fans. That's
it just is what it is. And Logan Paul, I mean, he's, for the first time in the history of WWE, we have his branding in the middle of that ring. So that also shows his influence with the WWE. But again, the numbers do not lie. What do people want to see? What do they want to tune in with? Crowds are schizophrenic.
Right.
But it is what it is. It is what it is. Preach. B said some things. You said some things.
Said some things.
Another super chat by the Ravishing One. Circle.
Thank you, Ravishing.
Message. Cena proved it leading into and at Mania 28. Yeah, he was mad, but he still understood of that cheddar, baby.
Cheddar.
Being made. Step up. The Rock wasn't always The Rock. Cena wasn't always Cena. Okay, something flying now. Look at that. Look at it. There.
Oh, there's a little something flying in here.
See
It's okay. It's okay, boo.
I got it. I got it.
He's like a dog seeing a squirrel. Hey, firefighter Jimmy.
Thank you for your service.
Okay, just Alex, I got you.
They weren't always who they were. They had the opportunity to change. They had the opportunity to improve. And that's exactly what happened. We wouldn't know who the prototype is if he was still here. We had never heard of Flex Kavana. And we dang sure wish we didn't hear Rocky Maivia. You have to change. You got to step up.
Grow and adapt.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, Jedi Knight, you know what I'm talking about? Oh, hell yeah! Used to be stunning. Actually had a full head of hair. Becky Lynch was a last kicker. She actually came out dancing like a leprechaun. Happy St. Patty's Day to you, by the way, Becky Lynch. You got to step up some kind of way if you want to be a top dog in this business. That's just the reality of the situation. So anybody that's involved in this industry, anybody in the back that's upset about The Rock, dude, seriously, do you think if The Rock wasn't here, let me ask you this question, if The Rock wasn't here, all of a sudden, y'all will be in that top spot? Really? Look at Austin Theory. He's being pushed because McMahon was there. McMahon ain't there. The hell happened to Austin Theory? We don't care.
And that's kind of the thing about haters in general. Like throughout, and even just like throughout this relationship, right? We've been together, y'all know we've been together for 21 years. And I have had plenty of women come along and hate on me because I'm with him. But you assume that if I wasn't with him, he would be with you? For what? For why? He wouldn't. Like, he's not with you because he's with me. He ain't with you because he ain't with you because he don't want to be with you. You know what I mean? So I think that it's the same thing with anything. Like you want to be a hater. Oh, I can't be in that next spot because this person's, taking my place. Who said you would be in that spot anyway? Like you said, most of these people been with the company for quite a while. You've been in catering or you had a chance and you blew it. That don't have anything to do with The Rock.
And it's not that you're not a good wrestler. Plenty of them are very good in the ring. Not bad on the microphone. There's just something that doesn't click with the people. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It's what gets the asses in the seats. What do the people want to see? Who's the draw on this card? That's all that matters. Can you draw or can't you?
Right.
The Rock can draw. And he's doing this because he loves the business. The Rock, let's be perfectly frank, because we said this all the time, and I wouldn't have said it if The Rock didn't say, hey, The Rock is always coming back. He said it, but he was gone for 4 years. Again, 4-year absence. Wrestlers
building an empire.
Wrestlers wrestle injured because they don't want to be gone for 4 days because they're afraid that they're going to be gone because somebody else is going to take their spot. My man was gone for 4 freaking years. Comes back, sets fire to the place, millions and millions and millions. That's the reality. Against people like you said, just Alex, how many times have they pushed Seth Rollins and he can't draw like this? Whose fault is that? You cannot put that on The Rock's lap and be like, hey, dude, you're taking my spot. No, bro. He's putting money in your pocket. You're in the main event. 2 main events in 2 nights because of The Rock. And you want to complain? Get over yourself, bro. Get over yourself. And speaking of get over yourself.
And speaking of getting over yourself, was that our segue?
No, speaking of getting over yourself, yeah, because I feel a type of way. This might be an unpopular opinion.
All right, I want
to switch gears. And then before we leave, and at the end, I want to see what the people got to say. I want to talk to the people. Lauren, what up, Lauren? Good to see you in here. Mercedes Mone. Mercedes Mone.
CEO. Oh wait, we have one more super chat about the Cody thing. Let's read that by 3 Douglas, and then we can make that transition to the other.
In living color, what did you think about the CEO theme? I want to say that before we get that super chat. You see Cody crying. Rock said, you were a mistake. This is what I'm saying. He's like, you were a mistake. Then he sung a song about it. Like the here it go. Bang, Dusty Rhodes has some cheap condoms and some liquor. 9 months later, out came Cody Rhodes. Thank you very much. If y'all don't know Calhoun Tubbs, man, y'all gotta go watch that 11 Colors skit.
Yeah, Living Color got some classics, man.
All right, let me find your.
You got to go all the way down to the bottom. You got to. There you go. There you go.
All right,
there you
ridiculous.
go.
I see you.
This will be our final comment.
Then we gonna talk about Mercedes
and then we
Mone.
moving over
Circle
to
message to you, 3 Diglets, the Cody Crybabies. Cody Crybabies are satisfied with the screaming. Whoa, like Black Rob. Whoa, Cody Crybabies. Whoa, every week, and then letting out a cry afterwards. I will say this much: the Cody Crybabies. They lean into it. They didn't lean back. Lean back. They leaned into it. We had the signage. And they turned it around.
Yeah.
And they made it into something. But Cody's, I mean, I can understand the emotion behind Cody crying in this situation. Because some things run deep. Like The Rock talked about his dad. I think he did a post of The Rock's, of Soul Train Johnson passing, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it was his birthday. I think it was the anniversary of his passing. Correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody knows. And it still gets him because he always says, I never had the opportunity to say goodbye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when he talks about it, some things just hit in a certain way. Dusty Rhodes loved this business. He breathed this business. He bred his sons to be in this business.
Yeah.
And there's some intermixing in there with Roman Reigns, and everybody knew Dusty and Paul Heyman and this. I just love the interweaving of these families in such a way that goes way, way back. So I can understand Cody feeling a type of way. It's not like he can present this and share with his brother Dustin. He goes to a different company. All he got is his mama. So I'm mad at it. I kind of get it.
Cry about it elsewhere. Cry about it to your wife.
Thank you, Three Diglets, for that super chat. I really appreciate that. CEO time, so says Samantha Poole. So here, we gotta, oof. Sophie Dophie fell asleep on that one.
So,
Mercedes Mone.
Yeah, so let's get into it. You said that you were going to ask a question about the opening.
Yeah, we heard the song, and the CEO theme song. How did you feel about that theme song? I think I got 2 words for it. Hated it.
I mean, it just wasn't. I don't know if it wasn't loud enough. I couldn't even hear the beat. I couldn't really. All I heard was CEO. I didn't really hear, her music really popped. And to me, if I have an opportunity to choose my own theme music, it's gonna be something that pops, something that you can sing along to, something that you're like, yes, like, oh, a minute
you mean like when Snoop Dogg dropped it on hers? Ba-bum, bum.
Right, do that again. Have Snoop Dogg, get the beat for you or something. So I just felt like the beat. It's fine that you're doing the CEO so everyone can chant CEO, and they were, and that's fine. But I wasn't moved by the music, and I feel like the entrance music is really, really supposed to be what connects you to a character. And I did see someone say that she rapped on it herself, which was
she did. I heard it. Special. Yep, and that's fine.
And that's great. I'm talking about the beat itself. I didn't feel like the beat itself was really catchy.
You know who else raps on it? John Cena. He raps on his music. Wow.
Oh, that sounded more like a rooster.
That did. The cock crowed over here on A&B Combos. Good evening. I'm Jack Enoff. No, the music didn't bump for me. Because coming from what she had over here in WWE to this, and I don't want to rag on it really much at all. It just, even when there was, I don't know how to describe this. Listening to and I've listened to it a few different times. Even when I hear CEO, it sounds not very well produced. It sounds a little tinny. Sounds a little cheapy. I hate to say it that way. But
that is what
the Snoop Dogg bars bumped. This did not. Okay? This did not. Uh-oh. By God, it's La Fiend. La Fiend is here. Back. Circle message.
Oh.
Seriously, what was the convo like in the studio when they were making it? Oh, Gunther. Gunther uses this, but let's speed up the tempo, add some EDM drums, and Mercedes here. Spit some bars. Come on, you're Snoop's cousin, dog. You got this. And they all laugh and chug a couple of beers. Hell yeah, we got a hit.
Oh my.
You ain't lying. That's why I was so shocked. Tony Khan got deep pockets.
Yeah.
You are literally, like we always hear in the Samoan dynasty, cousin. You're literally the cousin of Calvin's Brodus, Snoop Doggy Dogg. And that's what you came out with?
You did the second super chat. He had one before that.
Okay, my bad. Let me go back up there. I apologize if I for inadvertently skipping that. My apologies.
There you go. There's the first one.
There we go. I'm sorry, La Fiend. Mone's debut was lit, but would have been doper if the theme wasn't Gunther's. Anyone can sample songs, but there's plenty of symphonies you could have chosen. Why choose this one knowing damn well that is part of Gunther's brand? That's lame, unoriginal, and yes, it matters. Now, to your point, the music that they chose, so it's a classical piece, right? And it actually is in the copyright-free zone. So here's what we like to do on our channel. Everything that we do, we want to make sure that it's wrestling related, okay? So our opening, as you may have noticed with the 5-minute opening, we have a couple of different ones, and you'll notice the kind of the film strip, and it's wrestling. Sometimes it's 80s, sometimes it's even older than that. We have a kind of a new addition to that where it's kind of behind the scenes. So we have a 10-minute open where the first 4.5 minutes is us just kind of doing whatever we're doing behind the scenes. And that music is that classic piece. I actually missed that for Gunther. They used the opening, but at least back in NXT days, they used the full piece. Now they changed it. So it's fine. I think it was a money move for that classic piece. But like you said, excuse me, there are 1,000,001 other different, could use a Lone Ranger. CEO.
Why? Why?
Do the CEO face, but family was CEO face because she's a boss. My point is, just kidding, but my point is that coming from what we knew your music was to that, to me, right out the gate, was underwhelming. That's how I felt about it.
Yes, it was underwhelming.
Right? But here's the thing. And I'm not hating. I wish, and neither are we wish Mercedes Mone nothing but the best. We hope she finds tremendous success. We know she has a multi-year contract. She's going to be pocketing a lot of that cheddar. And I hope she does breathe some new life into that women's division, because Lord knows they need it.
But is it all on her? Do they expect her, with her name, to continue to fill those seats week after week? Are they going to come with the storylines? Are they going to make their shows more entertaining? For goodness sakes, hire a DJ. Those shows are boring in between. And Like and are you going to botch this? Because what did you do with Edge? What did you do with Paige? Paige, Paige was good.
Saraya.
Saraya was good for a minute. Everybody, the first couple weeks were good, but you don't seem to know what to do in the long run. And so I just hope that you actually you clearly have money to throw around. We know, but and I understand that for a long time, and I don't know if this is still true, that they were letting people tell their own story, but have them invest in their story with a professional writer. Not everybody knows how to tell a story. Not every talent can write the script. And you can't keep counting on Mox and them to just beat each other to a bloody pulp and do disgusting stuff week after week. You can't just keep counting on that forever.
Oh, can we say a quick rest in peace to Darby Allin's foot?
Then can I, for, like everything he's done, and he walks away from it, and then he just breaks his ankle.
Broke 3 bones in his foot.
Right in the beginning of a match, like a normal match. Everything he's done.
You went through a glass. I think it was bulletproof glass.
Yeah.
I believe I read it was bulletproof glass was like this thick.
I think he personally is suicidal. I think that he'd be doing stuff trying to kill himself on camera. But yeah, so I just I just need Tony Khan to just make sure that you invest in your storytelling, invest more in your shows being more entertaining, and invest in making sure that this isn't going to just fizzle out. This isn't going to just be like, okay, a month in, we don't really know what to do now. So, I'm hoping that this goes better than he has with a lot of his stars that he's gotten from WWE.
But again, for me, and I did not hear what Booker T. I did hear, but I don't exactly recall what Booker T said about CM Punk. Remind me on that, Sophie Dophie. For me, the bigger issue that I have with Mercedes Moné, and I've said this a few times on the show, is just an issue of humility. There's an air about Mercedes Moné that just rubs me the wrong way. That's what it is. And Leo Rush had the same thing. Shawn Michaels back in the day had the same thing. There's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. The issue that I have with Mercedes Moné is, to me, she done crossed that line way over into the arrogance, and she just has set up shop and resides on the arrogant side of town. This is not to say, and it's fine, anybody that is talented that can do what you can do, like Leo Rush, my man is extremely talented in that ring, no question about it, but fix your attitude. You got to fix your attitude and come in here with a little bit of respect, a little bit of humility. I'm hoping that's how it is with her behind the scenes. Clearly, we saw the WWE superstars, Bayley, Tamina's still on the roster, I think, technically speaking. Tamina and Naomi got up in disguise to support their girl. You got to respect that. I'm sure she's a very nice person. But the way she comes off to me on camera is a little ugly. I don't think anybody's ever used that word to describe her attitude. So I may be the first person in all of YouTube land to say it. I'm not calling her ugly. Don't nobody misquote me. I'm saying the attitude to me comes off a little ugly.
Well, I mean, she said she was the first woman to headline. And my thing is, you didn't headline it by yourself. So then did you mean to say one of the first? Because you didn't headline anything by yourself. It's not a match against yourself. And so then it's like,
like, thank you for giving me the fans, giving me the opportunity, giving me the spotlight. Like, it's
I this, I that, me. I mean, it is what it is. And I was telling him maybe she's like an MJF. Maybe she stays. Maybe she just got kayfabe heel going on all the time.
Now, she had to do what she felt she needed to do for herself in that situation. We got an explanation, but honestly, we didn't get the real. We got a watered down version of the explanation. We didn't get, okay, so here's the situation. I went into the office. I talked to so-and-so. They wanted me to do this. I said, hell no. We went back and forth. And I said, well, screw you. I put the belts down and I walked out. She didn't say it like that. To me, that's an explanation. We got just whatever we got. But
we'll still never, none of us will ever know what it is they asked of them that made them walk
very
out.
true. Very true. But my thing is this. Overestimation of your
Hey, Dylan
worth,
Danger, what's up?
And this is not to say that you're not worth what you think you are necessarily, but we got to play some ball. Like right now, I'm in a situation where, raises are coming in and people are talking to me about, hey, I'd like to get a little more cheddar. All right, well, this is, again, if anybody's ever asked for a raise and you think you are worth it or earned it versus, a whole host of other people, there's factors that have to be considered. So I'm talking about overestimation of your worth, as in you think you're going to walk out the door and this place is going to crumble. And it didn't. Like WWE just
went
kept
right
the show,
on.
kept on
Went
going.
right on.
You know what I mean? And look who came back. So there's still something more there than we are being told, which kind of frustrates me a little bit because you were the tag team champions, and I do not feel we got the real like I think we have been wanting to get for quite some time. Maybe one day we will. So that's my issue. So she comes in here, she says what she says. I'm like, okay. Then she comes out at the end, and this is it could be a bundle of nerves. It could be because it's a new promotion. I don't know. But she comes out, she did a switch. She was just like, oh, wait a minute.
Oops.
Like, I was like, no, that is not how we do in AEW. Mercedes Mone, you take that switch. I mean, what's wrong with your hip? Why are you switching?
What's wrong with your hip?
That's the issue that I have. If what I'm saying makes sense, if y'all can just hear me out. But let me see what the people got to say, although Ravishing won. Looking at that bug like Will Smith at the Oscars. Name. Mouth. I'll tell you a quick story. People know that I'm from New England. My parents bought land, excavated, built the house. For the first several years, the natives of that land did not want to give it up, that being the bugs, the insects. You live and grow up in New England, you have a whole host, especially when you're in a woodsy type area, which you can understand. It's a lot of green. As a young lad, okay, I had to deal with a lot of bugs. Not scared of them, just don't like them. Woke up one morning, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, use the bathroom. We all have done it. We all know where the bathroom is. We know where the toilet is. We go on autopilot, okay? We expect to go, do our business, come back to bed. Why do I turn on the light, close the door, and there's a centipede behind the door on the wall doing this? Okay, might as well have been a damn 12-foot snake. It was gigantic. I go, I got hair in my peaches. I can wake my parents up. I'm going to take care of this myself. I'm a man. I go to my room, get my shoe. I go hit it, cut it in half. One half still on the wall, other half on the floor. Both halves doing this. That's when I put the shoe down. I closed the door. I went to my parents' room. I said, y'all need to go in there and handle that. I'm done. Just, you seen that I think somebody on social media, that black dude is like, I'm done. Just take me out. Just cut it. You don't really get on there like that. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. That was me. So when it comes to insects, yeah, my eyes be darting and I can see this thing flying around the studio and it's about to get got. Like, R2, we're gonna spot it, dog. But that's neither here nor there.
Just Alex said AEW. Okay, so he said when you draw 10, hold on, where's your last one? He said, to be fair, when you draw almost 10,000 to a building, it does reaffirm that confidence. Just Alex, you have 3 times the subscribers of that. So I don't know if I think that number is as big as you do, and all 10,000 weren't there for her. The building would have been empty without her. But I'm not saying that she's not talented or entertaining. We're not saying that. And her match with Bianca deserved the ESPN award. It was great. It was great. We like her. We don't like her attitude, but we like her.
So,
you know what I mean? Like, I know it seems like an oxymoron.
We're willing to give it a shot. Don't get us wrong. We watch the product.
Yeah, we wish her well. We hope she does well. We just aren't on the Mercedes Mone bus. We're just not.
But maybe she can make believers out of us.
Make us believe.
Believers.
I am a believer.
But what I also know is, talking about the numbers don't lie, is that the ratings for that particular AEW Big Business, and it was all signs pointing to the drop of Mercedes Mone.
Everybody knew.
Still didn't draw like they thought it would. Possibly the way that he decided to do it, kind of like he did CM Punk, like he just didn't announce it ahead of time. He was just like, okay, we're gonna tease it, then we're gonna drop it. Instead of be like, hey, Jay Cargill's here. Oh, damn, Jay Cargill's here?
Everybody knew Mercedes was going to be there. Everybody knew.
So let's see what goes down in the following weeks, how the numbers will look, and exactly what Tony Khan is planning on doing with Mercedes Mone. I would think Mercedes Mone will have some input into the direction of her character, where she wants to go. And I'm hoping that it's going to be good. I know her and Willow have got some unfinished business. I'm kind of looking forward to that. There's a whole host of things that can be done. My point with her being there that I want to see, and I'm not saying that she's going to be the savior of the women's division, but now that she's here, now we can get down to some big business with the other women, and everybody now step it up.
Yeah.
We got a big dog over here that could have gone back to WWE. Now everybody needs to step their game up, just like in the WWE. You want that top spot or don't you? Because if you're not first, you're last.
Welcome to Level Up, Samantha Poole. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about right there. 3 Diggles with a super chat. And I hope I didn't miss one. But I don't think I did. Circle message to you. I'm happy for Banks. But all I heard in her promo was me. That's what I'm saying.
You have not lied.
That's what I'm saying.
You did not lie.
Again, there's nothing wrong with having confidence, believing in yourself, and also saying that, hey, I can do this. That's exactly how it was in the Attitude Era. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, imagine in the Attitude Era, although it didn't happen kind of technically it did, if The Rock or Stone Cold or Triple H or Undertaker, they walked out.
Yeah.
Things would look a lot different. Mm-hmm. I thought originally with the 2 ladies walking out that they were trying to make a point for the women's division. Like, y'all are treating us like booty stank.
No.
And we will not have it.
No.
I will not be treated like street poontang. And it turns out
it was all about me.
And that's a problem for me. Humble yourself. It took CM Punk a long time, but he finally humbled himself.
And what kind of numbers did his return draw at AEW? We were all talking about that. And his promos, his matches, he was drawing. And he did not humble himself until that company released him, and he had to come groveling over here.
They gave this man a whole show.
That his ego could be separated from other egos.
And his ego still couldn't fit on a Saturday night. What?
Sorry, Alex. It's okay. It's okay. He's doing better.
He is. He's fine. He's good. He humbled himself because he understood he had to make a change in himself in order to make this work. That's all I'm saying. Don't come over here with your stink ugly attitude thinking that we're going to play like this over here. Sister.
Make that change. Make that change.
Come on.
Okay, it's almost 10 o'clock. Get to the other super chats. We got to wrap this up, y'all.
She only want to go an hour. She was rushing me out.
Only want to go an hour. It's 10 o'clock.
She was rushing me out. I will stay here until the wheels fall off. I ain't going nowhere.
Well, they already saw me fall asleep in the middle of the night at a pay-per-view, so y'all want to watch me sleep.
24-hour stream. I'm going straight to Monday Night Raw.
And I will dip in and out periodically.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is true. All right, you're going to get that mention right there. Newest member, Samantha Poole. And by the way, Samantha Poole, and I also want to give a big thanks to 3 Diglets. We did just drop a members only exclusive reaction live right now. You can now unlock the goods.
If you remember, check that out.
Thank you, Samantha Poole. Thank you, 3 Diglets. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Like you said, AEW Diamond hasn't seen 10,000 people in one building since, and that's kind of sad. All I'm saying is, with all the money and all the talent in the world, you still are not drawing the numbers that you should. I just don't want to see a repeat of WCW all over again. It got to a point where you were like, oh my gosh, we're firing on all cylinders. We have the NWO, we got Goldberg, we have literally all of the OGs from WWF, WWE over here. And it got to a point where the company closed down for a myriad of reasons. They had the money, they had the talent, they just couldn't run the promotion. We have the money, we have the talent. Tony Khan just is not running the promotion the way it should be. Yes, it's young. Absolutely. But at this stage, when you realize you're bleeding, and Tony Khan's like, oh boy, in Predator, I ain't got time to bleed. No, sir. You are bleeding. You need a tourniquet. We need to turn this ship around. That's what's up, TK. Come on, 3 Diglets. You didn't do that right now. You didn't do that. Circle message to you. And you know what? It doesn't sit right with me. Mone was talking about a revolution. Yes, you were part of the first one. But you aren't starting the second one. Damn, shots fired. Somebody just caught a stray. Hell, there ain't a second one. Don't even get me started on that. You must pass the torch. You don't want to let go of the damn torch. There it is.
There it is. Wrapped up in a bow.
So that's my thing. I'm not on the Mercedes Mone teat at this exact moment in time because this one right here, she's too full of herself. The attitude is ugly. Like you said, it's me, 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 me till the cows come home. And I have a problem with that.
Wait a minute. Just Alex is closing in on 40K. Come on, man. Yes.
Is that in who said that? Who did
Just
that?
Alex. He said he's closing in on 40K. I just want to give you your props, bro.
Like I said, Just Alex.
Yeah.
And let me keep it real. Just Alex is a good dude. If you haven't subscribed, go subscribe. Just Alex is a shark in these waters. Just Alex don't need to be in here with us. He over here stopping with the big dogs. Arr, arr, arr. You understand me? Honorable mention right there 4 times. I'm closing in on 40K. But we thank you because you're a good dude. Yep. And you want to see others succeed.
And we appreciate that. You over here trying to pass torches to us, and we appreciate you.
What up, Michael Tolbert? But you know, we're not over here, and at no point we have fun, we joke and all that, but we don't ever say it's about me and about us. Go back and watch all that stuff. It's about you. We would not be here if it wasn't for all of you.
I'm sorry. I'm just reading LaFine's super chat.
You got another super chat by LaFine? Ric Flair, HBK took the torch from Ric Flair because that's how it's done. And you can be big mad all you want, but the reality is the WWE train kept on rolling without Sasha Banks on board and kept on rolling just fine. But I'm hoping that this is a better home. I just watched Bryan Danielson have a ridiculous clinic on Rampage. I don't know how this man stands, let alone wrestles the way he does it. But they wouldn't let him do it in WWE. Same with Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe was the champion.
Yeah.
They put this man behind a mic.
They was missing out on that.
So one person's trash, another person's treasure. You had great success in WWE,
Yes.
and I'm hoping bigger things in AEW.
And that's talent that's doing better in AEW. Like we talk about Tony Storm doing better in AEW.
Absolutely.
Malachi Black ultimately doing better in AEW because they appreciate him more, and they haven't lost track of, he's not off. You don't be like, hey, where'd Malachi Black go?
Ruby Soho. Maybe not.
But Samoa Joe, like honestly, like you said, they had him on a commentator table over here. They couldn't figure out what to do with him. Look at him. So there are people who have better success in AEW that they do know what to do with them.
It's like the Macho Man. They put me behind a microphone, and then guess what? Go over to WCW, become part of the NWO. Yeah, I do a little roiding, I get a little jacked. Yeah, dig it.
Dig it, sucker.
Second life, brother. Super chat right here by 3 Diglets. And another thing. Another one. Mone's New Japan Pro Wrestling branding was fire. Facts. Should have kept it, in my opinion. Mone, she's here. Mercedes Mone is here. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Whatever they decided to do, and they're kind of stuck with it right now, I guess. It's like sometimes we listen to a radio station, like, all right, here's a new joint. Should we bump it or dump it? Y'all got to dump it. But I mean,
got to dump it.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No, read his next one. It's so funny.
Literally a whole show. Thank you. Literally a whole show they gave CM Punk. And it still wasn't enough. Hey, question, how did you feel about what Edge? Special surprise over Christian in this feud. To be honest, I'm kind of over this feud. Yeah, I've long since been over this feud.
Yeah.
Because I'm happy. Look, if Adam Copeland is happy, we're happy. It just sucks for me as a fan of Edge that I don't feel like he got to finish his story in the WWE because they just didn't wanna. He threw out some ideas, and they were like, we just don't wanna. It's like, oh, I guess there's nothing left for me to do here. Let me go over here and have some fun with some of my friends. It's a small community. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody wrestled everybody sooner or later. He's with his old buddy. They go back years and years and years. Happy for him.
Yeah.
But this feud, how long can you parlay this?
Yeah.
I'm long since over it. Honestly, I'm with you on that. Mm-hmm. Don't you fall asleep, wise man. Don't you fall asleep. We about to get up out of here. Miss Pearly, you don't pay your rent money today.
Is that Zay?
Yeah. Somebody getting their salad tossed tonight. Is that what they said to Mercedes Mone? To Sasha Banks and Naomi before they left?
Oh my gosh.
If you don't go out there and wrestle today, no. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, y'all know that was funny. Oh, La Fiend is back. And another thing. Another one. That little dog in Sophie's profile pic. Oh, he's going to acknowledge me.
I don't know why I think that's so funny.
Sophie Dopey's dog in your profile pic. Acknowledge me. I had to say it right.
You've got to say it right.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Gosh, the Fiend. I just, that is hilarious. See, shut up about my dog, LaFiend. This is how people feel about the dog. This is how Cody Rhodes feels about it. He said, I'm going to.
Don't you talk about my dog.
I'm like, I ran over your goofy ass dog. And this is how people feel about that. Anybody threaten Bone Crusher, they're going to get these hands.
Yes, Wilfredo, Bone Crusher is sleeping. She's over us being up to sleep.
Thank you, Just Alex. Keeping it healthy. It's a healthy wrestling ecosystem is what we're trying to do. That's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to have a good time.
We the one
We're
is.
lucky to be up under the wing. Ravishing, Pretty Richie, Circle, Message, Dig is the Rock. Taking shots at dogs. Crazy. LMA.
Right?
Sophie Dopey's dog. Acknowledge me. But at least we didn't talk about nobody's mama. Somebody calling mama. Somebody call you mama. Hey. It's getting funky in here. Let's keep it a family show.
All right, y'all. We about to wrap this up. It is late.
Yep, that's it. She done wind it down.
I done wind it down. Y'all know.
I got another super chat right here. We got to say in here by Sophie Duffy. Circle, message to you. Leave my dog out your mouth. 3 Diglets. That's right. Uh-oh. Anybody talking about my dog? What's going on with my dog? Oh, he go Will Smith right now. Got my dog talking about it.
Oh my goodness, what is happening right now? Look what The Rock has started.
Keep my dog name out your motherfucking mouth. We're back to the Oscars. It is getting funky in here. Oh my gosh. This is the kind of fun that we have in here.
Yeah.
Man, this was good. This was good. I really appreciate the conversation that we had with you guys. I do want to talk a little more about it, but I'm gonna wait till tomorrow night. I thought about it, Samantha Poole. I forgot to ask you what the weather update was over there. It's 45. It was 70 Wednesday. Now it's back to crap weather. God bless you.
Yeah, just Alex, that was crazy.
God bless you.
And Pharaoh's such a cute dog.
Let's go. Don't call that dog Pharaoh. Call him. Yeah, I mean, but this is the level The Rock is playing at. Okay, we're going to end it with this. This is the level The Rock is playing at. If you're not willing to come up to his level, seriously, legitimately, if you're whining and crying about somebody that, quite frankly, is better than you,
you better level up. How else you gonna get to the head box if you don't level up? The final boss.
One of the things I'm on the fence about. Booker T likes to say you're not great at anything, you're good at everything. And that's kind of like a double-edged compliment. It's like you're not great, but you're really good at everything, but you're not great. Some people can take that as what it is and be like, okay, I see you. How can I improve? Others like, hold on, I know my worth. I know I'm great. There's a difference. The Rock,
Leroy.
Not perfect. Nobody is. He's great at what he does.
But he done leveled up.
So again, nut up or shut up. This is the bar. Remember the bar? We love the bar. This is the bar. The Rock likes to say it all the time. We need to raise the bar. He says it all the time. Raise the bar. And everybody else like, I can't reach the bar. I can't reach. You need to get on somebody's shoulders. You need to get a step stool, tippy toe something. Do not whine. Figure it out. Make yourself better. Make yourself known. Candace LeRae did it, and people want to complain because everybody's over here. This is coddle these feelings. No more coddling.
Right.
Put your big boy and big girl pants on. And that's all I got to say about that. Chelsea 101. What's up, Chelsea?
We are the bar. That's right, Samantha Boo.
We appreciate you guys. So that's it for us.
Hey,
We
Chelsea
will be
101.
back. We don't just set the bar. We are the bar. The Rock is the bar. Again, 4-year absence. Nothing. We couldn't get a video package, a tweet, nothing from this man. He comes back, and it's just set ablaze. This man, Thanos. And you mad at Thanos? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody could be Thanos, Ronan. That's all I got to say about that. We will be back tomorrow night, for Monday Night Raw's live watch along. I
Live.
want to apologize to my better half because she did not want to go quite this long, but y'all insisted. I had to listen to the people.
We got to get the people what they want.
Okay, so I'm sorry to her.
They
don't
want.
Okay, men, apologize to your women. Don't be afraid. Rub the shoulders. What's up, girl? Turn out these lights. Anyway, we will be back tomorrow night for Monday Night Raw's live watch along. I want to give a big shout and a big thanks to our mod squad for keeping an eye on
mod
things.
Squad.
Thank you to our subscribers. We would not be here if it wasn't for you.
Yes, thank you all.
To every single person that super chatted.
Road to 20K. Oh, thank you, Alex. We are on the road to 20K.
God willing. God willing. And to our super chat champion. You reach deep down in here, pull it out for us. Same with the members. I cannot say this enough. Every time you do that, every single dime goes back into this channel for you. We're always trying to see ways that we can improve what we do to bring a better show for you. To everybody that just popped in here and said hello, overall, we hope we are number one in your hearts as you are always number one in ours. Just Alex of Alex's World. A safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. One more again, we will be doing a collab predictions. And it is not going to be just the two of us or three of us. There's going to be somebody else up in there. Can't talk about it right now. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Do I know?
And it's going to be on his channel.
Do I know the person?
You do not.
Oh, okay.
But it is going to be on his channel to be announced soon. On behalf of A&B Combos, Wrestling Edition.
I was looking for Bone Crusher, but she really must be knocked out.
Bone Crusher! Come here, good girl. Where's Bone Crusher?
Knocked out.
She's probably knocked out. Yeah, it's late for her. And it's late for everybody.
All right.
She usually shows up. So I guess that's it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back here at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that's all I got to say. So I guess on behalf of I want Miss Dewdrop, Piper Niven, we do bid you.
Oh, do.
Yeah. She injured? I don't know. She's injured. I don't know. Thank you. We love you. God bless you. Good night.
Good night.